y'all? It's your boy Weed Peeler in the house doing another episode of Let's Talk. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm chilling with my green screen in the corner of the video. You guys really liked it. Thank you guys very much for the feedback. Last episode was on superheroes. Very good list. A lot of you guys disagreed with Spider-Man as #1. You guys love the Batman series and the Dark Knight Rises. Personally, I thought the Dark Knight was better than the Dark Knight Rises. Wasn't really keen on Bale doing the villain and the whole, idea of not being able to really understand the guy. I thought Heath Ledger did a great job as Joker in the Dark Knight, and I just like the Dark Knight better. So thank you guys very much. I want this interaction. I like hearing you guys and hearing what you have to say in the comment section below. Today we're talking about TV, television, top 10 television sitcoms, miniseries, anything that's on Showtime, HBO, and regular sitcom television. And today we'll roll right into it, man. These are stuff that I have watched. I've missed a lot of sitcoms, obviously. I just don't have the time to watch everything that's on TV. I download a lot of stuff. I cannot stand watching commercials, so I download the stuff, watch it with my girl late at night, and that's what we do. So, rolling into it, 6 Feet Under is #10 for me. It was a Showtime classic, freaking awesome series, man. It was about a family who owned a funeral home, just crazy stuff and interaction between the family and the deceased families and all this stuff that was just nuts. And truth be told, Michael Hall played a crazy character. He played a gay guy who was actually in a relationship with a big black guy. Totally different as his Dexter series. So really cool. If you had not seen 6 Feet Under, check that out. Really cool, really cool. That got me hooked until we watched all the way through to the end. Very good series, and the way it ended was actually primo. So check out 6 Feet Under. It's on Showtime, or was on Showtime. I'm sure you guys can find it streaming or downloading. #9, we're going with The Walking Dead. It may be a little high on the list, but again, it hasn't ended. It's still on television, AMC. Very good show, man. I was kind of like, you know what, I'm not really into zombies. I don't like the whole horror aspect of things, but this turned out to be an awesome series. Someone at work told me about it, and obviously it blows up Twitter. Everyone's like, The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, check it out, it's so great. I did. I was hooked. I downloaded the first 2 seasons, blew it up, mowed through that. Obviously, it's in season 3 or season 2.5 now. Great series. Having a lot of fun watching the interaction and the people, how they're progressing through the series and how their characters are changing and whatnot. And it's really cool. It's on Sunday nights, at least in America. Just a great series overall. Might be bumped up a little bit higher on the list had it been over, but it's not over yet, so we don't know what's going to happen. #8, let's roll with Entourage, HBO. Obviously, a great show about a young actor and his entourage, his posse. His Ari was in it. Obviously, very good owning of the whole perception of being the big ass in Hollywood, getting all the great actors to be under your firm. Very cool. Ari plays a very sarcastic guy, and just, he's the big boy in town. Great TV show. Love it a lot. Entourage was awesome. It ended, unfortunately, but the ending was a little bit weird. Could have gone on a little bit further, I think. I really liked Entourage. Turtle was my boy. I liked Turtle a lot. Rocking the Yankee hat, Pimpin' NYC. Great series. If you have not seen Entourage, check that out. Sasha Grey's in it. Boobies. Check it out. #7, we're going with Rome. This again was on HBO. Absolute awesome series. It was only 2 seasons long, obviously, because Rome didn't last forever. Very good, though, showing the whole battle aspect and the political aspect of Rome back in the day, trying to take over the world, and just absolute awesome series. Really, really gory. It was kind of like a Spartacus light. Spartacus obviously is a great series, at least the first season was for me. Andy Whitfield did a great job, but back to Rome. It's kind of like, not over the top like Spartacus is. It was more realistic and very good. If you have not checked out Rome, please check that out. #6, we're going with one of my favorites, man, How I Met Your Mother. I love the series. It's still on right now, and the characters are great, man. Starts off a little slow, I will say. In season 1, we're kind of like, should we finish watching the series? Should we not? Should we kind of go into it a little bit more? And we did, and we're happy because they're so freaking funny. The interaction, the way that the show is written, it's very smart. It's very, Barney Stinson's the womanizer, and he turns out to be like, kind of a decent guy at the end with Robin and whatnot. So check that out. I love it. Ted's trying to find his mama, his baby mama. Great show, man. I really, really like the How I Met Your Mother series, so check that out. #5, we're rolling with Dexter. I did touch on this earlier. The guy from 6 Feet Under, Michael Hall, is an absolute awesome actor. He plays a serial killer, the likable serial killer, the serial killer that you vote for. You're like, come on, get the bad guy. So he's a serial killer who's like a vigilante kind of guy who he's going out killing other guys in order to make what he does, feel better. He goes out and kills the bad guys who the cops can't seem to get, and other serial killers, and it's been long. It's like 7 seasons or 8 seasons right now. It kind of dwindled off in the middle. The first and second seasons were like boom, kind of slowed down in the middle a little bit, and then John Lithgow came back out with the Trinity Killer, and just the whole series blew back up. Very good series. I know a lot of you guys watch Dexter here and see it on Twitter, so if you haven't checked out Dexter, check it out, and if you're watching it, then you know why it's a good show. Number 4, we're going with Suits, and I know it's really high on the list for only being 2 or 3 seasons in, but the show is so freaking addicting. Like, we downloaded the first 2 seasons and we absolutely blew through them in like 2 nights. We're like, just watch it all, man. It's so good. Harvey and Mike, the guys are just amazing. He picks up, well, Harvey's the big, guy in one of the firms, and he ends up hiring this guy who's not a lawyer. He fakes, he remembers everything he reads, and he fakes out on the law stats, the LSAT, sorry, and he cheats for other people and things like that. But he ends up being, so overwhelmingly smart and so good in the books that Harvey hires him, and it's showing the progression through that series, and it's really good, man. The characters are cast perfectly, and great show overall. I think most of you guys watch Suits. Meghan Markle's my baby, my Latin honey. She's so freaking hot. Check out Suits. I know a lot of you guys do. Number 3 for me, The Big Bang Theory, dude. I know a lot of you guys are like, I'm not really into The Big Bang Theory, but dude, it is an awesome show. It's about 4 nerds. Obviously, Penny's the girl next door who lives there, is hottie, and just a great interaction between the characters. They're all such dorks, but believable, and they're, smart and they're quirky, and Sheldon's there. He's the man, yo. He's such like the super dork, has no real emotion towards things, and it's just a great show overall. I really, really appreciate that when it comes on. I'm like, dude, we gotta watch The Big Bang Theory. It's on. Let's grab some popcorn and some beer and watch some Big Bang Theory. So check that out. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but dude, it's really worth watching. Number 2 and number 1, I struggled. I really struggled. Number 2 for me is The 70s Show. These could be, 2 and 1, could be 1 and 1. 70s Show, my absolute favorite sitcom ever. Again, we downloaded them all. It was on Netflix before. We ended up downloading or getting them in the mail and watching like 6 seasons just straight through, probably in about 2 weeks. Absolutely great show. I love it. The interaction again between those characters is just so real. It's so funny. If you guys know anything about the 70s, it's all about weed and having fun and drinking and partying with your friends, and that's exactly what this show is about. Super funny. Fez is the the guy who is the foreigner and makes the show really funny too. So if you guys haven't seen the 70s Show, check that out. It's awesome. I know I said number 2 and 1 could go 1-1, but I'm gonna go with Band of Brothers. Absolutely heart-wrenching series, watching the progression in World War II and these guys who are just regular dudes fighting for their countries, and it's so graphic and so just realistic, and it absolutely is crazy. It's like a super Saving Private Ryan, going on forever, but the Band of Brothers, man, the miniseries, well written, well freaking documented. I mean, it's real life in World War II, and just seeing these guys, what they went through, and then it cuts back to, the people that were actually in World War II, and it's like, it brings tears to your eyes, man, watching these guys. They were young kids back in the day, going to fight for their country, and you can just see the unit, getting so close to each other, and it was crazy, man. A lot of good guys die, obviously, and just a really, really good overall series. If you guys like anything to do with war, I would definitely say download it. If you're a male and you haven't watched it, dude, something wrong with you. You need to check that series out. Band of Brothers, number 1 in my opinion. And yeah, that's it for the list. I hope you guys like the list. If you have anything else, let me know. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, going through like Friends and Seinfeld and all those type of series and sitcoms that were so big back in the 90s and things. I didn't really watch them, so most of these series are things that I've really, watched and really gotten a good handle on, and I really think that they're deserved on this list. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your favorite TV shows. I want to hear it. Let's talk about it, all right? Until next time, peace.